thanks for tuning in. This is Optibottoms coming at you with another video review, and again, I'm looking at a Sonic the Hedgehog set. This is the 200th issue comic book pack, which comes with a 3 3/4 inch super, whatever you want to call him, Super Sonic, which is just a clear blue translucent guy, which I think is in reference to when he gets powered up in the video game. And of course, Knuckles, who was always a very favorite attitude type of character. I absolutely loved him. But he's an how do you say that? No idea. Somebody tell me how to say that. I'm going to get 5,000 comments all saying the same exact thing. Flip it around on the back again. Nice picture of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. I actually like that picture of Knuckles. And he comes with a comic book, the 200th edition of Sonic the Hedgehog, the world's most way past cool comic. Okay. Haven't read it, but it's the 200th special collector's edition, so maybe I'll keep that. But exclusive to Toys R Us. So let's get the thing open and see how cool these little figures actually are. Okay, guys, so here we have Sonic and Knuckles, the special 200th anniversary pack thing opened up. You got the figures out of their package. And, you know what? I'll be honest. These the 3 3/4 ones impressed me a whole lot more than the 6-inch. Or I don't even know if that's really 6-inch. It's like 4, maybe like 4 3/4 inches or something. I don't know. But as you can see, here we have Sonic in his sparkly blueness, and he's got fuzzies. I got fuzzies on my desk here. One thing that you'll notice about this Sonic is he suffers from the same kind of problem that the larger Sonic has, in that he's got a very heavy head and very bad feet, and he falls. And it sucks. Knuckles, on the other hand, this guy is cool. I really like the way this looks. Now, Knuckles comes to us from the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 original game, if I'm not mistaken, where he was introduced as the bad guy, kind of Sonic's nemesis, I suppose. Subsequently, in later video games, he becomes his buddy, and then it's Sonic and Knuckles, and that's the next video game that came out. Now, in terms of articulation on this guy, you're going to have kind of a problem with his head, because his hair gets in the way. If you move his arms all the way up, I mean, they kind of, you can't even really get him to do anything. It's rather unfortunate, but who cares? It's cool. It's Knuckles. He does rotate at the waist, however. Arms go in and out. They're on this little ball joint, but again, you have this hair that kind of gets in the way of it. But he bends at the elbow, and you can see his knuckles, which he's famous for. He's got spiked knuckles. Very cool. I really love the face on this guy. I think it's really sharp looking. If I can zoom in real quick. Really nice looking figure. I really like this guy. Really big feet. Back and forth articulation. Bend at the knee, and they rotate. Again, the feet are, I mean, the balance on these guys is a little although Knuckles stands better, he does still have top heaviness to him. So you do have to kind of position the legs just right to get him to kind of stand. But you can do it, and it's a lot easier than this guy. This Sonic figure, as you can see, a translucent Sonic figure. And kind of, I mean, very translucent, very cool looking. Similar to how he looks when he gets powered up, or if he, well, kind of like if he gets that shield around him that protects you from losing coins. Articulation wise, his head will rotate kind of left and right. You got the spines on the back, and you got the spines on the back of his head. Arms go in and out, bend at the elbow as well, rotate at the wrist, back and forth at the leg. And, you know, I mean, it's a little bit better than the big guy, but he still has balancing issues. You have to be very careful with how you balance the guy. But once you get it, and it's not easy, once you get him, though, you kind of have to lean his head forward too, because unfortunately, you're a bit screwed with the weight of him. Sucks. Now, it does come... All these figures have this problem, and it's, like I said, very unfortunate because they're very fun looking figures. I really like the way they look. It's just unfortunate that they can't stand it all. That's a little bit better. The comic book is a little bit of an issue. I didn't read all of it. I flipped through it. One thing that kind of annoys me, it's the 200th anniversary. It features Tails briefly, but it doesn't have Knuckles in it at all. So I don't understand why this Knuckles figure is included with this comic book. Seems kind of pointless to me, but overall these are decent figures. This is the only way that I know of that you can get Knuckles is to buy the 2-pack. I wouldn't have really wanted it because of this guy. That's what I wanted. I really like Knuckles. So other than that, again, I can't really recommend these. They look halfway decent, but once you open them up and you got the stability issues that the Sonic figures have, kind of leaves a lot to be desired, and it kind of makes you like, well, I'm not all that impressed. So unless you're a really huge fan, and unless you're going to keep them in the package, I mean, here's my Tails. I'm going to have to open him up probably later on tonight. Unless you keep them in the package, it's kind of pointless because they won't stand. But if you're a big Sonic the Hedgehog fan, you'll probably like them. So until next time, guys, thank you for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. I'll talk to you later.